Try to get your digits. Damn. Well, before we head out, let me see what this last quest is. All I did was walk up to the girl, like, "Hey, good. Have you seen this person?" "No." "Now leave me alone." It's like, damn. I just asked you a question.
Physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well,
Oh, I got the perfect name for followers.
I wish to investigate the ruins near the city, and I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth,
Treaties. There we go. Treaties. Treader's new name is now Treaties.
History of Zemeckis.
You heard it here first.
Well,
I'm copywriting it.
Party to a final proposition?
My arms are yours.
Wonderful. Then come.
Twits.
We must away.
Twats.
But where are we going?
There we go. We call them all
Onward
twats.
Zemeckis Road, and from there onward to discovery.
All the Americans were up for it.
There is not a
All the
moment
British people realized what's going on.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells.
Hey guys, look how many twats I have.
I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
What? You only have 3 twats? I have 12 twats. Follow me on Twitter. Become a twat.
Come on, come on!
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
Oh,
He knows me only too well.
so
And I've got a
I've
hand
gotten-
that'll go handsomely with a nice drop.
I'm at the last episode of
Cloud clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone
Second
has to
season
pass
of Deep
through to
Space
get to
Nine.
everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from San Brec, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years ago. Anyway, thanks for the good news. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shut up shop early. Wouldn't want to keep our friend waiting.
yes, when Captain
Don't find anything of this
Cisco,
quality in Twinside.
Nog, Jake, and Quark
The Empire's your enemy, not us.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be
are
guarding
being
the gate.
held by
You found him. You're not
more of
here to
the
enlist, I take it.
Dominion. I'm
The
interested.
innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but we've got our orders. No papers, no
Oh,
passage.
the show was not wrapping up hard from
Try to
here.
slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish
So
enough to
far, I've
try
been
and
really
force their way
interested.
through.
I
When they
love
do, well,
the
things can get nasty.
dynamic they have
What?
with
That wine's
Bejuan.
sounding better by the moment.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Come on, come on!
I find Deep Space Nine, the concept of Deep Space Nine was actually quite interesting, especially since you had, I guess, you know, spaceships up the spaceships up the spaceships. You know, dropping planet to planet, to be stuck on one thing and having to deal with the public.
I spoke
You
to
know,
friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly.
people not liking you.
It's been a
It's
while
very
since we
interesting
all
to
sat
me.
down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything
Also,
but slops
that
without old
Kai-
Miss to fetch the good stuff for me.
I don't like that guy. She's up to
Who
something.
always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
Also, the
More
Marquis
besides.
character you love to hate.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on.
They're good for
Be
that,
they
aren't they?
world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right. I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside.
A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the three pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen.
When it comes to
woes of
the
world may be
question,
monstrous in many.
does the
There's
Marquis
nothing like a few good
start
friends.
and end in Deep Space Nine? Because I've
Never a
known
true
about
word
it from
spoken.
Voyager. That was the premise of the start of Voyager. And the information later on, and that the kind of Marquis thing is done with. So, does it start and end in Deep Space Nine, or is there like another thing I'm missing here?
Porter for hire.
That's that then.
Daddy.
No, poor kids, hungry. Like, I think I'm missing something. It's mostly D Space Nine. You're not missing anything, but a few references to TNG, but nothing much. Okay, that's good.
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good here.
All yours, Torgal.
Okay, that's good to know. As I said before, my favorite character is always O'Brien. Every time you see his face, it's just like, oh, hey, look, it's O'Brien. What things will happen to you today?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft
You ain't seen
blinded
nothing
to
yet.
its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed
And
from the
cruel
very
new
heavens.
face.
Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a
I mean, the
word might
man was
describe.
cloned.
Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen?
Trial in
Though we
prison. I'm
ourselves
afraid to
find
know what
fallen
cruel way
ruins
he's
to be
happened
nigh
to him now.
indestructible. Whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
Oh, this track is still going. I'm interested in knowing.
I'll give him that.
I'm just gonna say this. You can hate me later if you have to. I don't care for Captain Sisko. I just so far just we don't care.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Sisko is the man.
We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones.
Then he's
over there.
got.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
Like for the first two
I'd listen to
seasons,
your mother if I were you.
he's kind of just like he's there for me. If you get what I mean, it's like every other character shadows him, and he's kind of
Joseph's thieves
exists.
really lug their stolen wares all the way out here.
You'll love him much more later on. Okay. Well, I hope so. And then it improves.
I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. Over here!
Well, I'm interested to see the trail. Interested to see. Oh, you got me on that one. I'm in the block. Too far. Like it's interesting to see.
To me, Flames! Nice try.
I think still going even if I dodge. Oh, I can't even. I'm about to say, dog, get him off me. The troll are interesting. The fact that they have a parasite that has the memories of all the other hosts.
Stop. Don't kill him. He's just protecting his home.
Like how?
Joseph. So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Like how much
Your porter
of a
friend sent me to
cheat
find
that
you.
is in life.
She was worried he might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food.
If you in Star Trek,
ready to
Blob,
die
would you want to be a
protecting it.
troll?
They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them, and earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's kind of creepy. You want to be cute? Ah. I don't like. Every time I meet Q, I just kind of thinking. I wish I could punch this dude, but I know if I punch this dude, this man could probably instantly evaporate me or send me on a planet that probably just instantly kills me. This man,
All right then. Who's first? Nice try. To me, Blake!
Like I would punch you straight in the face. Alright.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in its glory.
After all the races I've seen,
tells us a battle was
I could see myself as a Klingon.
A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time.
Like a Klingon could be.
I live in hope that I
Be a
might
fine
see it
Klingon, most honorable and bad. Exactly.
But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see.
Like I thought Vulcan would be cool, but I'm not true enough logically enough to be a Vulcan. But I would enjoy, if I was a Klingon, I would enjoy a good fight. I think my personality and Klingon personality would be amazingly together. Holy shit, where's this guy taking me? Why am I walking? I wonder what my Klingon name would be.
I needed that.
Will it be as cool as I? Oh yeah. Okay. Really mode, this is the third time you got into some kind of trouble. Can you not?
Still in one piece.
It would seem so. Once more I am in your debt. And once more you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help.
Does that mean we get paid?
Didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
I'm not
That's
cheap.
what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
If you won, I'm not chasing.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Well, let's get moving on ahead once we finish this.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. He found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
Okay. Side quest dealt with.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears.
I wonder, would you eat a peach bean or
Caravan stops next.
Juicy pears.
I forgot what the other said.
Really want to be is a...
Here you are, Good. Try not to lose it again.
Me pass! You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo, too.
So should you, Honza. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss L's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it, then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
The mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And
Hey,
we'll
Mr.
scout
Bongo.
out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
Come, Dougie. I'm good.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their Mothercrystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas.
She has the most punchable
Your
face.
bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness.
What's my fantasy? Fantasy what?
Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider.
What's my final fantasy? You're gonna have to re-ask that question. I have actually no idea what you're trying to say.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Oh shit. Things about to go down. It's time to topple the Empire and kill the lady.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
They're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
Here we go.
What is it, boy?
We wanted a distraction, but
What's happening?
I don't know. Toggle.
damn, that dog got hops.
This way.
Fire in the sky.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Goots is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Yep. Okay, oh, here we go. I'm gonna say, I'm here. Where am I supposed to go?
Watchman or sentry is to be slain on sight.
But spare the citizenry. His Highness's orders were clear.
Those were Imperial Dragoons.
Oh, mutiny.
What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right. But first we find Goots.
I just hope he's all right.
Hi.
Do we have to?
So I'm going to put you to sleep. Oops, wrong one. Joe frees him in the air. He's just like, I can't move. I don't know what that spell was. Nice. Oh, hello. Blocked. Punished. Thank you.
About it. They're dragoons. What is this then? A civil war? Never thought I'd be glad to fall into a sewer.
I would be too if it wasn't giant megaloclabs just hanging here. Wait, no attraction.
Ward secured, Cap. None of the Emperor's forces remain. Look out of the men! Press on to the council center. Yes, Cap. What of the men and women in the market district? The evacuation is complete, Captain. Good. Then all that remains is dethrone the Protector.
There it is. The bell tower.
Right.
What's your fantasy? It's Final Fantasy. Yeah, I just don't get it.
No goods left.
I honestly have the dog. How did Jill get up here? Excuse me, I need some help.
Intruders! Defend the gate!
All yours, Torgal.
And kick. Oh, I thought I could use some extra shield.
Fine hound. Nice try.
Come on.
Slow.
Got it. On the side of my vision. Blocks. Gotta love them blocks. I think we're going this way. Nice idea. During the destruction that is this hinted civil war, or making our way to the Mother Crystal.
In the name of His Highness!
Stay down!
Excuse me.
Hold on, kids. We're coming.
Come on! Nice toggle. Oop, okay, another room, nothing in it. Move on.
Enemies on the ramparts! Kill them! Now, Torgal! Get him!
Nope, sorry, can't get up. Good job, Torgal. You couldn't get up. Oh, strong box. Here we go.
Can you see him anywhere?
Ice Dragon?
It must be one of the Dragoon's pets.
Wow, look at he looking Hawking Dory today. Ooh. Oh my, what big dragon you are. And I should have done this like this, but
I think it has something in store for us.
Get ready to move.
yep, saw that. Ooh, got me with the second one.
All yours, Troggle. Soil it.
Down, beast. Ah. Here we go. Woo! Oh, okay. Note to self. Don't take that in the front. Not close enough. The heavenly host. Oh, I take that. God damn it.